Hi, I'm Stephen Levi, founder of Universal Martial System. With me today is Justin Bryant and Carl Jerome, and we're going to take a look at rear naked chokes and escapes from the rear naked choke. Okay, one of the most important positions with the rear naked choke is to have, again, control of the body position. Here, Carl has Justin with what we call the hooks. His hooks are in, and basically what you want to do is you want to keep your hooks in nice and high and tight. And this way your hips are right up against his back so that when you do initiate the choke, you can push backwards and arch your opponent. Now, you want to get your forearm under his trachea. The opponent normally not going to let you do that. So one of the ways that you're going to have to do is pull the top of his forehead back, slide it underneath. Now you're going to lock onto your bicep and then underneath. Now all you want to do from here is squeeze your elbows together to get the choke. One of the things that's important is that you get these fingers and hands locked onto your bicep, making it impossible for your opponent to try to pull that arm out. If you don't do that and this arm is like this, he's going to have to start grabbing it and he can pull it. But let's take a look at what happens if he does get that from that position and he starts to pull it out. So he starts to pull it out. What you're going to do is you're going to give your opponent about 4 to 6 inches of space, and as he's pulling, roll it deeper than normal, getting the elbow as far into the center of his body as possible. One biceps on one side of the neck, your wrist and your forearms on the other side of the neck. Make a fist and then just squeeze the fist together. Now this is a much more powerful choke, much more effective and much more dangerous because you're literally stopping the blood from going to the brain. The first stroke, when you're going against a trachea, you're basically stopping the air. This though is the blood, and you got to be careful that you don't hold this for too long because you can cause serious damage to your partner or opponent. So once again, if he's pulling down on that arm, let him have the arm, roll it around. What he's doing is this, he's rolling that arm. So the elbow was here originally. As he pulls down, he's going to roll it so that the elbow comes around, makes that fist, and then just squeezes it in, gets the choke. Now, third one from here, and once again, the guy's grabbing and pulling. Instead of trying to get the choke, we're going to just do an arm bar. Real easy. What we're going to do is simply just come across the head with the opposite arm. Grab the hand. Now, lie down, get perpendicular, lift up, squeeze your legs together, and do an arm bar. Let's take a look at this again. You're in a rear naked choke position. You've got the hooks in. He's pulling hard, and you notice that you can't get it anymore. So it's simple. Come across with your free hand, trap his hand. Turn perpendicular to him, squeeze, got the arm bar. One more time. Your hooks are in. He's pulling down and you can't get the choke. Come across, lock that in, turn, hook, and arm bar. All right, now let's take a look at escapes from the same position. Once again, the hooks are in. All right, now, of course, your ultimate goal, if you're in the defensive posture, is not to get your opponent to get that hand wrapped around. All right, that's one of the most important things. But a lot of times, it happens. And if you can't get it, you've only got about 5 seconds before you're going to get choked out. So instead of you fighting for this and you know you can't get it anymore, the best thing to do is work against it by using the feet. Because these feet are controlling your movement. Now, if this arm is the one that's choking you, I want you to start learning to turn this way. So what he's basically going to do is going to straighten out this leg, pop that leg off, and trap it with his thigh. Get the other heel close to his butt as he can. Remember, this choke is still on. But now he's going to quickly pivot, arch, bridge, and then cross-body control. Let's take a look at that again. Got the hooks in. Okay, you realize you can't pull out. He traps the leg, arches, turns. All right, just like that. Let's take a look at this again. when he's here, notice how this foot straightens out. He straightens out his foot, uses his elbow, pushes it over, traps the leg. Arches, turns, and then side control. Excellent job. Now, the last one that we're going to do from here is an ankle lock. Once again, you can't get out of this. This is in too deep. But his feet are right there. So basically what you're going to do is key lock. Now, here's the important part of this. You're going to grab the toes and that muscle part of that big foot. Lock in here tight and then just torque it by twisting and you're going to get a tap out. So once again, he's got the hooks in. Look what it does. Start from the beginning. Okay, he's there. He comes up, hooks, locks, torques. Very simple, very easy to do, and it's very effective. The last thing, and this is a common mistake that a lot of grapplers do that are novices, they'll cross their legs. All right, they think that if their legs are crossed, they're much stronger. Well, the problem with this is it's very simple for this partner just to place his foot up on top and push down and get a submission, because you're actually working against the Achilles tendon and the shin, and it hurts. So once again, if your opponent crosses his legs and you notice it, lock your leg up and push down and arch, you got a submission. So these are some of the techniques that we use from the rear naked choke, both for submission and escapes.